Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. So I'm on a bloom kick this week, you guys. So I'm warning you now, it's another bloom. So if you're bloomed out, now's the time to click off my channel until tomorrow. But I'm gonna do it in the bottom of this mold. This is a seashell mold and there's not a lot of room in the bottom, as you can see. So I am going to fill the sides. I just got a ton of these at Hobby Lobby. They were 40% off of $3.29. So instead of coloring my own, it was cheap enough to buy them that way. So I got all different colors and I'm very excited about that price. They don't usually put this stuff on sale very often, so I grabbed as many as I could. So I've got my ocean white out for my bloom. I'm using the Resin Fast Cure for the resin, and I'm thinking this thing holds 8 ounces. I think because I don't want to be rushed in time, because my resin's going to be heating up that whole time, I'm going to just pour like 4 ounces, get all my shell in place so I don't have to like rush, and then remix my Fast Cure and wait for it to come to the proper temperature to pour it and put the bloom in there. So I'm thinking I'm gonna try, I don't know, I wanted to try a double one in here and just kind of have them come together, but maybe that's not such a good idea being that this is so small. I'll think about it. Until then, let me mix up some resin. I got 4 ounces mixed up. I'm not running it through the bubble remover because I'm just going to be mixing in a ton of shell. Like a ton. I don't want any clear to come through. In fact, my idea is, instead of backing this in a color that I'm not going to match perfectly, I want to back it in the shell. So if I leave enough space for this stuff, because some of them are very thick, then I should be able to back it in shell. I've never done that before. So this is going to be a couple of steps to do this one. I probably should have threw some alcohol down in here, which it's not too late for this side, I guess. Help stop any bubbles from collecting. I don't know. I'm thinking this shell is going to look gorgeous in a shell. Imagine that. When me and Renee did the turtles the other day, video number to that is on the screen if you missed it, we didn't put enough shell up on the sides. And there was a clear layer, and I don't want to do that again. So I do really learn from my mistakes if I ever do something again, which I am doing that today. So hopefully I learn from my mistake and I know to bring up the shell. Actually, if I back it in shell, then it's obviously not going to be any issues, but if it's not going to work, I just want to make sure that the shell comes up pretty far, because right here like is where the bloom would be, so the shell has to come way up over the edge on this particular mold. Every mold is going to be different, of course. And just kind of squish it down so it's not going to leave me any bubbles anywhere. And then I don't feel like rushed trying to, I didn't know how easy this was going to go in. So I know, you know, when you're doing a bloom, your resin is heating up and you want to pour it at a certain temperature. And I just didn't want to have to worry about all that while I'm trying to do this, because I didn't want it to get too hot and then not bloom right, because this is a lot of shell to have to fix somehow. I don't know, maybe I did the exact amount I needed. Who knows? I almost feel like I might need a little bit more, but we'll find out here in a second. Okay, that's all the shell. Look at that, you guys. It's probably the perfect amount. I'm thinking that it is. I aced it. Nice. All right. That looks good. Now I'm going to mix up, gosh. I'm going to mix up, not much. I hope I can back it in something because there's not a lot of room left in here. All right, let me get more resin mixed. All right, it is up at temperature, ready to pour already. It was quick. I don't need much in here. Like, I'm trying to keep a back coat. And you don't need much for a bloom. Actually, they bloom very well on very shallow pours. Just want to get all these without using a torch. I would like to get all the bubbles out. All right, I've got a lot of resin here left, which I didn't think I'd have this much. I only mixed up 2 ounces. I want to get these bubbles out of here if I can. And I'm not going to make it all white. I don't need all that white, so I'll do something else with the extras. I'm just going to mix up a little bit of white, and I'll do something with that resin. I know you guys like to see extras at the end, so I'm not going to disappoint today, that's for sure. All right, so I started putting a little bit of mica powder in my blooms, and it seems to be working out well. When I say a little bit, I mean a little bit, like little bit, like that little bit. Gives it a little shine. So I always mix this in first now, and then add my pigment paste. Just make sure this gets mixed in really well. You don't want it floating. This gives a little pearlescent look to it. It doesn't have to be white. You can put any color you want in there. All right, now I'm going to add my pigment paste, and it's probably about 2 drops of this. This bottle lasts like a lifetime. Whoop, that's 1. I am going to pipe it in just because I'm more comfortable piping than pouring. And I'm trying to figure out if I want to do a triple one or if I shouldn't. I don't know, that's kind of small for a triple. I don't think I have a lot of room. I'll save that for like a tray or something, which I do have to do a tray mold. I got one in, I showed you guys a little while ago, built-in handles. I do have to get that done for you. That looks pretty good. Or should I just try it? Should I try it from, I don't know. Let me try pouring it, see what happens this time. Get all these bubbles off. There's a lot coming up from these shells I see. Get a little fuzz out of there. A couple little fuzzes I see. That's what happens when you don't wash something before you stick it in a mold. So my shell is like pretty fuzzy or something. Are we ready? Here we go. I don't know if I should do it. Well, it's too late now. I want it as big as I can do it, just so it's covering these rocks. All right. I just poured in a bunch of bubbles in there from stirring it. And there looks like there's plenty of room on the back. I might be able to put a layer of shell in, so hopefully it stays like this. And I can find flat enough shells in this bag. I'm just gonna swirl the center. And that's it for now. Pop bubbles again. Don't like bubbles in there because then it will like get it kind of like lacy looking, and I don't like the lacy look anymore. I used to get that all the time until I used the vacuum chamber. So that is the trick. No bubbles and you won't get lacy looking flowers. All right, I am going to mix this up. I'll probably marble this with some alcohol inks. Maybe I'll show you what I'm doing. A lot of you like to see what I'm doing with my extras. I don't want to disturb this. Get these bubbles again. So I'm thinking, what color can we do? Get my little pendant out. I did blue and green last time, which was beautiful. How about, let me find some colors and be right back. I chose red and yellow, both by Let's Resin. Let's see what happens. I'm assuming we're going to get red, yellow, and orange. Let me get some in there first. Okay. I'm just going to mix it up a little bit. I'm losing the yellow. Let me try more yellow because it's turning to orange. I don't know if this is going to work because it worked really well with my blue and green the other day. Let's pour it in, see what happens. Oh, filled the whole thing up. Perfect. I do have some clear left over. Let me figure out a mold for it, and I will surprise you on that one. I think I will show you what I'm going to do. Let me move this over a little bit. There's that. I got these little nail foils. They're not foils, they're flakes, little nail flakes that Renee left behind for me. I actually ordered a whole bunch of different ones, but they haven't come in yet. What I'm gonna do is put them in here. I'm gonna lay them right on the silicone. Just pick them up with something. This thing works pretty good, this silicone tool thing. And I think I will back, last time I backed, I only did one so far. I did this nail glitter, whatever you want to call it. I backed it in black. It was beautiful. If I can find the picture, you're looking at it on the screen right now. If not, sorry. There's nothing I could do, but I should be able to find it. I'm gonna do that one. I have like 1 ounce. I don't have, well, I have plenty. Let me try this one. This one is like pink and red, I guess. I'm just gonna tap it all over. I think I'm gonna back this one in white because I did the other one in black. Although the black was very pretty, depending on how many I can get out of here, I can maybe do some in each, but let's just start with white. I could always turn my white paste into black paste if I want. This one has, oh, this isn't, I don't know what this is. This is like a, oh, it's eyeshadow. This is not that's not what I thought it was. Okay, I won't be using this because it's kind of like a waxy type thing. So let me get that off my stick. Let me see if I have any other ones hiding. I do have some of these. So let's put some of these in a little mold. I think white would look good with all these colors. Oops, I didn't really want them in the other one though. Let me get that out. No hitchhikers. You can go in there. That would be terrible for one to spoil the whole thing. Okay, that was purple. Let's try this really pretty blue. I think I could pick it up with these tweezers too. Maybe. Maybe not. We'll do that blue. Let's do, what is this one? Oh, this is gold. And, oh, I already did that one. Well, let's see. How about magenta? That one's packed full. I'm just going to turn this white, use my pigment paste. It's getting really warm. I'm taking too long. Oh, look at that. Almost made it. Okay, let's get this poured. And then we wait. Looks like my bloom is blooming over there really well. Whoop. I definitely want these two done. And we'll see which one we like better, black or white backing. So let's call it an experiment. Let me get these out of here. One more. All right, I'm going to marble the rest of this white with something. I will surprise you this time. It's ready to unmold, you guys. But before that, I got some happy mail today. I want to say thank you again to Georgia Blevins, who has blessed me so many times. Let me show you what she sent. So she sent this iron oxide pigment powder, and it looks like it's red, and I'm pretty sure it is going to be used in this, which she sent to me a huge bucket of the magic pour. So she sent me a 3-kilogram bucket full, and this is a powder that I'm pretty sure is used in there because that's what it says on here. So that is pretty cool. This is gonna last me a while. Thank you so much, Georgia. And also in her package, she sent me these, which are so fun. So I don't know how she knew I didn't have them. Well, obviously because I've never used them, but I remember telling somebody that I didn't have any eyelashes for my little friends over here. So now I have some eyelashes for my little friends. And then I ordered some of these from Temu, and they came in today too. And these are color changing glitters. Like, it's hard to see from this angle, but they're supposed to be chameleon glitters. So I got, well, you can see this purple one is purple, green, blue. So I think they're all supposed to be like that. These are pretty decent sized bottles, actually. They're pretty good size. So we'll have to see how that works. And I do want to say, I broke down, you guys were all like, why don't you buy keychains with already the rings on them so you're not doing all that work? Thank you guys for pushing me. I bought like 200 of those. So my keychains go much faster. All right, so some of these extras are from a tumbler I did. So I didn't do a video on the tumbler, but here's the extras that came from it. So I got some pendants and earrings. And these earrings will get a pendant to go with them. So aren't those really pretty? This is that foil flake that I have in blue. I don't know the name of it offhand, but if you want to know it, let me know and I will find it for you. These three I didn't finish. I didn't really like them. Plus they had a lot of holes and bubbles and whatever. So this one had a lot of bubbles. I don't really like it. This one, hard to see with the white background. Wasn't crazy about it. This one, most of it got sucked up in the black that I mixed up, so I'm not going to finish those. Those are not nice. So here's the white with the blue, the purple, and the other blue. So these are like the flakes. This one kind of got sucked up a little bit, but not horribly. So those didn't come out too bad. I did put a charm on them, but you couldn't really see it with all the flakes behind it, so I took it off. I didn't want to waste it. This is that marbling one that we did. That came out really nice. So I don't know, I just like this side better, so that's where I put the charm, put the tassel on. So yes, it's going so much faster to put these together now. Thanks for pushing me. Here is the powder in the black backing. Not the powder, the little flakes. So they came out so much prettier in the black than the white. This is this one. So look at the difference. Definitely use black because the white was not very nice. These are gorgeous though. And then I had a little bit of shell left over that I already got in the resin. So I made these keychains with them. These are heavier, obviously. They're much thicker keychains, plus the shell's in there. So that are the extras for the day. Are you ready for this big monster? Let's get it unmolded and pray we have a good bloom on the other side. I don't want to have to come up with a plan to fix it. I am not wasting all these shell. I can tell you that right now. So one way or the other, this bowl will be beautiful in the end. I don't know how yet, but hopefully I don't have to do anything. All right, so I don't have any bubbles around the scallops. That's good. Good. Fix that. Are you ready to see it? Oh, good. It worked good enough. I'm happy with that. What do you think? That is really pretty. And look at this edge. There's no clear showing at all. So I did this on a high speed because it was very tedious trying to get one layer of shell that all fit underneath the resin in a very shallow layer, but you can't even really tell the backing, so it didn't really make a difference, all that trouble. But you can see a little bit of color back there, but it brings the flower out some more. So how do you like it? Isn't that pretty? Look at the scallops on those edges. I love it. I do. Well, guys, that's it. That's enough blooms for a while, unless I think of something else or get inspired by someone. So I will get you some pictures. I hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you for stopping in and hanging out with me today. I love it when you guys stop by. I will see you all tomorrow. You have a blessed day. Bye.